Hey everyone, Duane here with your minute message for the week. This is where I take about 3 minutes or so to share some thoughts that I hope will be helpful to you in relating to Jesus and to life. Because as I say each and every week, I've discovered that following Jesus can not only make your life better, can make you better at life. I think you will too. Sometimes people have told me that they don't have a lot of faith, or that they aren't sure they have enough faith to go through what they're going through. Faith is what helps us through living life, and oftentimes through things we've never faced before. So it's faith that's untested. Now, there's a great old hymn that's about 150 years old and is still sung in churches today that encourages us to trust and obey. How much faith is enough faith? Well, let's try to answer that question. Do you have faith to raise the dead or feed thousands with a few loaves of bread and a few fish? What about healing a man's crippled hand? Before you answer, let me tell you that you don't need to. Let me explain. When Jesus stood at the tomb of his friend Lazarus, who had been dead for 4 days, no one expected anything to happen but for Lazarus to remain in the tomb. No one but Jesus, that is. You can read about this in the New Testament letter of John and the 11th chapter. He told them to roll the stone away from the mouth of the tomb. Now, they argued with Jesus that by now there'd be a terrible smell. They may not have had the faith to raise Lazarus from the dead. All they needed was faith in Jesus for what he told them to do. All they needed was faith to obey Jesus and to roll the stone away. Jesus would do the rest. When Jesus fed the multitudes, the disciples didn't need faith to multiply the loaves and fish. They just needed faith to obey what Jesus told them to do and distribute them to the people. In the New Testament letter of Mark, chapter 3, we see a man with a crippled hand. All the faith he needed was to obey Jesus when he told him to stretch forth his hand. We don't have to have faith to work the miracle or to make the miracle happen. That's Jesus' work. We simply have to have faith in Jesus and to obey what he tells us to do. We are not the miracle workers. He is. All the faith you need is to trust and obey Jesus. Do what he tells you to do, and you'll be amazed at what he does. He is the miracle worker. Before I go, if you enjoyed Duane's Minute Messages, let me ask you to click both like and subscribe below. Also, will you tell someone else about Duane's Minute Message too? I'd greatly appreciate it if you would. I want to thank you for watching today. Until next time, I pray you have a very blessed week.